Here we go, another Humorous Mode episode. So, a little bit of a backstory to this episode here. We're doing a voiceover for this because, why not? There has been static in the background for some of them. In the latest Humorous Mode video, there was no static in the background. But, for this one, I just, didn't want to do a voiceover this time, so I just, well, anyway, as you see the results, because this is pre-recorded, there you go. As we check by the ranking, stuff like that. This really doesn't matter. I really don't have to acknowledge this here. But, so necessarily, I recorded this without no audio, and I've done it for all the other Humorous Mode episodes after this. And now here's the true backstory to this. Necessarily, this was recorded 2 weeks ago. And I'm still not up to the Extreme Rules pay-per-view. I just, stopped doing it for a while. But I still have a whole lot of videos saved up. And this is when we finally play a matchup, I believe, here. Yes, this is when we finally play. So, oh, wow, this is the episode where we finally do it. Taker and Punk, non-title, of course, they fought at Backlash. Punk retained the World Heavyweight Championship. We're going to make Punk lose the Intercontinental, by the way. I don't want him to be double champion, because then he's going to have to pull off, 2 matches in, a pay-per-view. And I feel like that's going to last a while. So, sooner or later, we're just going to make something happen with him. He's going to have to defend his Intercontinental in, a regular episode of, SmackDown or Superstars. We could also make it happen on Raw as well, where there'll be a whole glitch. We could switch up rosters and make him go to Raw, I guess. And face off against another SmackDown Superstar, then he could, always be on the Raw roster. I think there's a glitch that happens. Because I know I've tried to mix up the brands before. Not for this year's, though, because, of course, year 1, I simulated it, and year 2, we have done nothing but watch stuff, and we have done nothing to the rosters besides just making people go to ECW to help ECW out. So, yeah, but necessarily for, other things, on tablet, where we're currently doing SmackDown vs. Raw 2008 GM mode, which I have, 9 videos saved up. And this is just the day after of me uploading episode 1 of SmackDown vs. Raw 2008 GM mode. But on the tablet before, I've done SmackDown vs. Raw 2011 Humorous Mode. And mix up the rosters. And then it's they'll stay on both rosters sometimes. I think that's a glitch. So yeah, once we get to the halfway mark, which I believe is after Hell in a Cell. Once we get to the halfway mark, we're going to mix up rosters. Anyway, now see here, we're trying to just do a whole bunch of moves with Taker. Here's the thing. For all the other SmackDown vs. Raw games, necessarily, I like the gameplay. But for 2011, I don't necessarily like it. Because, strong grapple, stuff like that. I think to do a strong grapple is R and circle. But as of late off camera, when I've been doing, the Road WrestleMania, it's been just weak grapples, because if you check the controls and when you pause it and stuff like that, it only has weak grapples. I've checked it before. It doesn't show any things to do strong grapples, or just shows grapples, which is circle. If I hit R plus circle, which has been for SmackDown vs. Raw 2008 and SmackDown vs. Raw 2010, those equals different type of grapples, I believe. I know for 2010 it equals a strong grapple. 2008, I'm not too sure. And I've been playing a whole lot of 2008 recently. In exhibition mode off camera. And GM mode I always watch it, stuff like that. Anyway, now Taker has Punk up chokeslam to the World Heavyweight Champion. But yeah, the controls, I don't know, back at this time, for when I originally did this, I actually enjoyed it. Currently, not that much, so I necessarily don't know. Anyway, now, Punk, as he scurries to the outside ring, Taker waiting for the champion. Punk now. If Punk does get counted out, I guess doesn't necessarily matter. It's not for the world title. It's a non-title contest. Taker, he's been successful against Punk. He's defeated Punk on multiple occasions, except for their pay-per-view match at Backlash. The one time Taker did not defeat Punk was when it mattered the most, and Punk got the victory. Can Taker once again defeat Punk? But once again at pay-per-view, will he not be able to defeat Punk? Because Punk he did defeat Taker at Backlash, but then anything else before that, Taker defeated Punk, and now what's this? KANE? KANE can help out Taker, perhaps. Taker off the chokeslam. And wait, Punk. Taker was distracted. Punk was surprisingly not. Kane making his way to the ring, and now, what's this? CM Punk. It's the same man. Oh, no, this is what Gallows did to Punk. Yep. Kane has betrayed the Undertaker. This is what, in the middle of the CM Punk and Rock matchup, at like week 3, I believe, or something like that, Gallows did this to Punk. And The Rock still lost because he didn't take advantage, and Punk still won. But Gallows did that to Punk, and now Kane has done it to Taker. This is looking like GM mode now, where it's like some shenanigans between the Undertaker and Kane. Some shenanigans. Anyway, now DDT by the Undertaker planted down Punk. Why would Kane do such a thing to his brother? Alright, this is like 2010, based off of 2010. So this did happen in 2010. Another chokeslam, like the third chokeslam by Taker to Punk in this matchup. He could easily end it anytime he wants to, but he wants to end it off with a tombstone power. He wants to end it off right here. Necessary, do you blame him? But now Punk, trying to capitalize on the advantage that Kane just gave him moments ago. He's not going to be able to, because now Punk, he's been caught by the Undertaker. Taker, tombstone power driver to the World Heavyweight Champion. Can Taker be 3-1 against Punk? Yes, he is. Taker has defeated Punk in multiple matches, a steel cage matchup, a tag team matchup, by pinning Punk in a tag team matchup, but then has lost to him at Backlash, and now has pinned Punk in a one-on-one matchup, even with the distraction of his brother Kane. The Undertaker with the victory here tonight on SmackDown. So nicely done for Taker. Matt Hardy defeated Vance Archer with Chavo Guerrero. Okay then. Mike Knox defeated Ray, and then we also had Sheldon Benjamin and Jack Swagger. Wasn't able to see the winner of that. What kind of matchup is that triple threat? Cena and Sheamus. Okay, Orton, Edge, Batista. I like that. And it's only 3 matches here. Interesting. It's only 3 instead of 4. Huh. We're gonna change that triple threat, probably. Orton is the champion, so I don't necessarily want him to be there. We'll probably change it to like Shawn or Triple H being there, probably, because Triple H, Shawn and Batista, they have history, and Edge has had some history previously with Batista, and I think Edge probably might start and have history with Shawn as well. So that's how all that goes. But Edge is number 1 contender, so shall see how that goes. To see here rankings, stuff like that. News: Kane has turned his back on the fans. Why, Kane? Why? That is the title and thumbnail right there. Well, it's not going to be a thumbnail. I want to make that a thumbnail. I don't know if we could make it. We could make it a thumbnail, but then that ruins the purpose of, like, the thumbnails I've usually been doing here. I don't know. We'll probably change up thumbnail just that once, maybe. And zoom in on that, so... Don't know. Here are the tag teams, stuff like that, as we check all this. We need to create some new tag teams. I see there's some tag teams. Some tag teams missing. Kosoff and Santino, Morrison and R-Truth, Jericho and Miz. Hart Dynasty are still there, however. So, also, most of them are Raw, so we need to have some tag teams for SmackDown. So, Big Show and Rey Mysterio. This is before Big Show turned heel, I believe. Although, in the game, he also has an entrance with Jericho, I believe, for Jericho. But anyway, Big Show and Rey Mysterio. I'm not sure if we're going to make them have any, like, tag matches or anything like that. We could also do Big Show and Chavo Guerrero for La Familia, but no. So it's going to be Big Show and Rey. Could also do Big Show and Kane. That would be nice, but nah. Big Show and Rey. We'll probably put, I don't know, I'm not sure if we're going to actually stick to this or not. Because they'll probably be doing their own one-on-one things occasionally, but CPU will put them for their own stuff, I guess. I do want Big Show to be in the World Title picture along with Rey, so they're probably just going to have singles matches and not Rey beat out much of a tag team when it comes to me booking them. But when it comes to CPU booking them and me not wanting to book them, well, at least me not wanting, of course, to have them in the main event of SmackDown or anything like that, or Superstars, then, you know, whatever. And we're going to do one more tag team. DX is still there, of course. Most of these are Raw. The only ones that are on SmackDown are Big Show and Rey that we just did. I think that's it. Kosoff and Santino, they're over on Raw. So we're gonna have to do another random one. We could do, I'm thinking of MVP. We do a tag team with MVP. We could do one between MVP and Matt Hardy, but here, Matt is a heel, MVP is a face. And we just did a matchup with them on Superstars. So we could revive the whole MVP Matt Hardy tag team, of course, which was very entertaining back then. But no, instead, SmackDown here. SmackDown has a decent roster. Of course, some of them went over to ECW because, to give ECW some stars as well. But yeah, Shawn Benjamin MVP would be a nice idea, I guess. But Kingston and Shawn Benjamin, now that I think about Kingston and Shawn Benjamin makes much more sense. But no, Sheldon, gonna give him a push later on. I don't know, whenever I do it. Which was gonna be Kofi Kingston and MVP. If we just select him here. There it is, okay. MVP and Kofi Kingston. Will they ever get a tag title opportunity? Probably not. Big Show and Ray probably, but MVP and Kofi Kingston, they'll probably be they most likely will be Kosloff and Santino over on Raw. DX will probably get another title opportunity. Most likely they'll get another title opportunity. So, well, yeah. CPU will probably put them for another title opportunity. So, yeah, there we go. That's it for SmackDown Raw 2011. Universe Meld. Next episode will be Raw Week 6, right? This is Week 5. Yeah, so Raw Week 6, Universe Mode episode 18, if I'm not mistaken. So there we go. Catch you on the next one. Thank you all for watching, and goodbye.